Senor DM, what is the plan?
So
Last I remember, we fell the f asleep.
And we
Yes,
talked to
well,
dragons.
and then,
I
Mhm.
need you all to roll for me.
Oh
Because you're
my
all
God,
fairly
already?
mentally distressed.
Especially
So
Snake.
I just know
Yeah.
that I just remember that we fought the spider lady.
We
You
did.
fought the spider lady and you talked to a white dragon
Yep.
Yeah,
who claimed to be your ancestor.
yeah.
Yep.
And Snack got a big ass ruby as a gift from some kind of god.
Yup.
Finger on nose, Lolith. Goddess
Oh.
of
No,
goddess of the
finger
drow.
on nose. Woof.
Hell yeah. Yo, does that mean she proposed?
No, she did not.
Engaged now?
Nah, she proposed. That's what happened.
Demon, are you jealous? Are
That's
you
the
jealous?
headcanon. Oh, fully. 110%. I will fight you for her.
Oh, a win. Right.
So
what are we rolling?
for?
I'm chucking
You're rolling,
rocks.
First off, you're rolling wisdom to see how well you slept because
Oh, no.
of all the shit that you guys went through.
So is it like a wisdom save or like?
Yeah, it's basically a wisdom save because you're trying to get yourselves to go to sleep after all that information, and you guys were very verbally and like actively distressed by it all. So it's whether or not y'all slept well.
Well, I'm
Gragnar's
glad that
to
my
like play it
first.
off. Gragnar's trying to like play it off how he's taking all of this really well, when in actuality it's like the internal dialogue of Gragnar just like
Just
There is
one.
no playing it off for Snack. She got a 3.
Oof.
And I got one, so that's gonna tell you how well I slept.
I feel like all of us are gonna roll really bad. 'Cause I'm about to use my new dice, and I feel like I'm going to regret it. Hold on, let me get my character
God, I
sheet
need to
up.
clean this computer screen. This computer screen is nasty.
Just lick it. It probably tastes good.
Ew! Oh! Why would you say
D&D,
that?
what is this?
Okay, so Snack got a 3.
Oh
Yep.
no. Hold on, let me get my Gragnar notes up real quick.
Seraphina, what'd you get?
I got a 1.
Oof!
Oh.
God damn! Oofies.
I thought my negative to wisdom was bad.
Fuck!
Gragnar?
Okay, we're gonna use my new fancy purple die and hope it doesn't fuck me. Yeah, it fucked me. God damn.
What'd you get?
What is my wisdom? I have no plus to wisdom. That would be a whopping 6.
Hey, look at us.
Okay, so we're gonna start from the best and work our way down. Gragnar,
I wrote the best.
you
What
know-
the fuck?
you know the like PTSD meme
Mm-hmm.
where they're sitting there and it's just like in their head, like you said, screaming, you hear gunfire, you're like bah, 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 boom, 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 boom. That's you.
Or the
And you
dog
actually
with
fell asleep.
the dog with the fire everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is fine.
This is fine.
Fine.
You're sitting there. You lay staring at the ceiling. You cannot see because it's so high up. You're just like, I'm surrounded in darkness. I'm apparently the descendant of a red dragon for some reason, and apparently he's an asshole. And I don't know. We're
Yeah,
going
it's
back
just
home.
it's just
You are absolutely
Mhm.
overwhelmed. Snack.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You didn't sleep well at all.
No,
In
I
your
didn't think so.
head, You in your head, you are completely just overwhelmed by it, and you have been muttering to yourself for about 6 hours into the night. I'm the normal one. I am the normal one. I am the normal one.
Yeah.
I'm just a regular old orc. I'm just a regular orc, half orc, whatever you want. I'm regular. I'm normal. I am what
I'm
you
normal, I
order.
swear.
I am what you order
Hello,
at every
I'm
fast
normal.
food restaurant. A hamburger and some fries. Ain't nothing special. No special seasoning. No nothing. I'm normal. That's what's going through your head. And you finally fall asleep. Probably about 2 hours before you wake up. You're supposed to wake up. Only to like SpongeBob eyes wide open. Like the broken glass sound of I am one.
I was imagining whenever you were talking about like the food analogy, I was like, I'm the white one.
I am the vanilla ice cream of every
Vanilla
meal.
ice cream, no seasoning, chicken, fucking.
And Serafina.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh,
no.
shit.
Have absolutely lost your shit for most of the night. You were realizing that you might not be human. You were realizing that you might be the descendant of some dragon, and he mentioned something about angelic bullshit, and you're just sitting here. You're like, am I even a little bit human? Was I who I thought I was? What
I
does
mean,
it mean to be
existential
human?
crisis after healing
Yeah,
somebody from
and-
dying.
And the thing is, like, your people have that special ritual thing, so you thought you would be a bit more accepting if things were a little weird. But the fact that you've grown up believing one thing to be true, only for it to not only possibly not be true, but to be so far wrong that it turns around and goes back to standing, you're just like, ah! In your head. That is your head.
Yeah, you kept cutting out, and that was so good.
You are absolutely sitting there. You don't sleep the entire night. You get your long rest because you've been there, but you wake up with a level of exhaustion, even though you have all your
Yay.
spells back. You come back with level of exhaustion for the fact that you spent the entire night with the fire flickering beside your head. And it's like, have you ever seen the anime or those shows where they just sit there exhausted and they roll over and look at the light source, and it's just like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
How'd the
Please, just let
goblin
me
sleep?
The goblin's out fucking cold. Okay, so the one goblin who was super tired, who was like, I go to bed now, I go to sleep. He slept like a fucking baby. The other one has been staring at that same spot where he saw the dragon's tail the entire night and hasn't moved. The other one didn't sleep. I rolled for him. He actually has a +2 to wisdom, and he got a 3.
Oh no.
Oh, we matched.
Yeah, so he's just sitting there. He's just like,
Trauma buddies.
I need to leave
Yay!
these people behind as soon as possible. It's like, he's going to do his job, but he is not feeling being with y'all when all this shit is going down.
He's like,
Y'all
I
gotta
thought this was gonna be
Paid enough for this.
I thought this was gonna be a normal run. I was gonna take them. We get attacked by giant spiders. They killed Greg.
I'm not
this fucking dragon.
getting paid.
I don't even getting paid enough for this shit.
What do I have in the Gragnar shit pile I can probably give him to make him feel better?
Y'all, but that is
I'm
how
not
y'all
giving
wake
him
up.
any of that shit. Fuck no.
So I'm gonna sit up and look around. And do I see anyone else awake?
You see Serafina staring at the ceiling that isn't there,
Having an existential crisis.
with just a giant double bag under her eyes, just big black lines under her eyes. She looks exhausted, but you can tell that her eyes are kind of like searching for information that's just not going to pop itself out. Gragnar is laying there, but he is like, you know how dogs run in their sleep when they're having a nightmare?
Yeah.
That's Gragnar right now. He's physically trying to run away from his problem.
I go over to Serafina. I'm like, didn't sleep much?
I don't want to talk about it.
You know what? That's fair. There was a lot going on yesterday. I'm gonna wake up Gragnar then, because he looks like he's having some issues too. So I'm gonna walk over to him, and I'm gonna, like, tap him on the shoulder and be like, hey, how you doing, buddy?
When you wake up, Ragnar, for a split second, your entire body lights a flame, and you go, and it's like a burst of heat, real quick, and it makes the fire blow back away from
Oh, Jesus.
Yep. Slept wonderful. That was a great sleep.
You were kicking and screaming the entire night.
And you caught yourself on
I
fire.
don't remember any of that. I slept like a baby.
Uh-huh.
Again, that goblin is sitting across from y'all. Y'all are in his vision, but he's keeping an eye on that far area where y'all saw the tail.
So, hey, Mr. Goblin guy, where do we go next? So we could get the fuck out of this cave. I'm so tired of it.
Do I know where we're at? It's almost to my house. I don't fucking know. Thought I'd at least ask.
He's taking you to the area where in which you would be at the border of the Cobalt, so you're not recognizing this area just yet. You have officially made it about halfway considering everything. He gets up. He's still staring in that corner, and then he looks down at the other goblin. He walks over, kicks him. What? Wake up. We gotta go. Wake up. We gotta go. Did your voice just crack? I will bash your head in with a rock. We're leaving.
Yeah, that's
and
fair.
he turns around and completely walks the other direction. The goblin who was asleep in the like curled up naked. He wakes up. He stretches. He's like, ah. Oh, that's the best sleep I've had in a long while.
I'm just gonna glare at him.
What? And he walks over, grabs his loincloth, wings it over his shoulder, and proceeds to keep walking.
I mean, at least he's got something to be proud of.
It doesn't mean everyone else wants to see it.
Wing low, chariot. He's walking loud and proud.
I mean, if you're
he's kind of. Go ahead.
I mean, if you're having fun with that, you're probably gonna fucking hate the Cobalt Village.
Oh Lord. Do they all swing like a pendulum too?
I mean, not all of us. Like, some of us have clothes, but you know, some of us are poor and can't afford clothes. When like, you know, like, really, you don't need fucking clothes anyway. It's fucking fine. We're down in the dark.
So what you're telling me is that we're going to your village.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean, that's what.
How are they gonna? I'm gonna kneel down and look at them. How are they gonna feel looking at you all dressed up?
Am I still wearing that fucking stupid green outfit?
Never stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're torn up.
That's a good point. He's like, that's a good point. He immediately takes it off.
Please.
It's fine. It's fine. This is much more comfortable. He has his hat on at least.
Where is he wearing the hat?
He has it on his head.
The hat and the wig.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah. Which one?
Oh my god. Anyway.
I'll be nice and not destroy it since we paid good money for this, but I will put it in my bag.
Did you see him shove it in there?
Yeah, not folding it up at all, just cramming it in the bag.
Pulling it up.
So,
well, okay. Let's go then.
So yeah, y'all go ahead. And there we go. Better. Trying to make sure that this music will play for you guys. Can y'all hear the music?
Fucking sweet.
If you start up the stream.
I don't hear anything.
Very quiet.
Oh, is it quiet?
Maybe. I don't know. All I'm hearing is like a static sound.
I didn't hear
On the
anything.
stream, yeah, okay. So let me try. Because if you click on the stream, it should go ahead and do it. But let me go ahead.
I did?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start the stream again.
Is it some of that there cave ambiance?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Another
There we go.
mouse pad.
Okay. All right. So you all begin to follow the goblin. It's at this point that you've realized you haven't even asked their names. That they've been traveling with you and some have perished. And
I've asked.
you asked?
Yeah, I did last session. I asked what the name of the goblin who I tried to save was, and I was trying to make conversation with them, but then the whole dragon thing happened.
That's very
Yeah.
true. You got picked up before they answered.
Yeah.
So at this point, you've asked, but you have never gotten an answer. And the
No.
goblin leading the way is the one who was up all night watching for whatever creature might come. He seems very stern. His jaw is locked.
Is he the one that saw the dragon?
Huh?
Is he the one that saw the dragon?
Yes, he is the one that saw the dragon. The other one is shorter and a bit more pudgy around the stomach.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one with the loincloth on his shoulder as he walks.
The low-hanging fruit, as you would say.
Sure. Whereas the other goblin does have his loincloth on. He is very much paying attention where he's going. He's keeping an ear out, and it's very obvious that he's taking this very seriously, and he doesn't want a repeat of yesterday. He does stop, though, at one point where he had light. Essentially, he had a torch with him. And he stops as he approaches a gym. And for the first time in probably about 7 to 8 hours, you see him smile. We don't need this anymore. And he puts the torch out by smacking it out because it's just essentially it's a wood stick that he's got some sort of sap wrapped around that burns slowly. He starts patting it out. And he looks around. He actually sees what looks like a small puddle, and you can see water dripping from the ceiling. And he shoves it in, and it goes in and puts out the flame. It goes dark for about a second before you start hearing light. I mean, you start hearing a small chirp noise in the distance. And with that chirp noise, you see a small bit of light begin to reflect off of the place he had placed his hand and a few other places. And what you see is that there are gemstones in the cave walls that are glowing in the dark. You can see that it's fairly bright. It gives you about 30 feet of light, in all honesty, which is pretty bright. And you can see them lighting up all around. And the chirping noise, he snickers a bit. No need to worry about those. They're just cave roaches.
Ew.
Sorry, what?
Cave roaches. Oh,
Cave roaches. Small.
Are they... Oh, small. Cool.
They eat the stone. They don't mess with people.
Oh, well, that's
As
neat.
long as they're nowhere near me.
And he points to one of the lights, and you see it flutter for a split second and fly away. They eat this.
Behind Snack as it starts to fly.
I take it you don't like bugs.
They're disgusting little things.
The goblin laughs. They about this big. And he holds his hands about 2 feet away.
Huh. Okay.
You said they were little.
They are.
That is little.
I could show you big by go back to Spider Lady.
I was just about to point that out. She was pretty fucking huge.
And
I would say they're small for what they are.
It's good Stein. Means no predators.
Oh,
And
well that's
this
good.
is the pudgy one with the stomach. He's like, good sign, no predators. And he finally takes his loincloth down and wraps it around him. Ah, refreshing.
Yep.
And Gragnar,
Uh-huh.
the lead goblin looks at you and says, "We're close to your territory. Do you know the way from there?"
I don't know. Do I know the way?
You want to roll?
I
If you remember.
I have that Outlander feat. That what was it? Where the fuck is it? Now I have to fucking pull it up. I didn't fucking write it down. God damn it.
We still have what the fuck is her name? She's unconscious.
Oh,
Oh,
we
Vienna?
are fucking carrying her. I fucking forgot about her.
I'm carrying her because
What is her fucking name?
Vieta.
Vienna,
I
yeah.
almost called her Vienna, like the sausages.
My Vienna
Vieta-
sausages.
Viera has been asleep for this entire period, almost 24 hours since you guys last stopped.
That can't be
Yeah.
healthy.
I'm
she's
still
like-
carrying her.
Actually, it would be almost about 18 hours because you guys slept for about 8 hours and got up and been traveling about 7 or so.
Okay, I found it. You have excellent memory of maps, geography. You can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you.
Ah.
In that regards, you do remember that this area was kind of the cutoff with territory. Like, this area is not owned by anyone.
Didn't we need Vieira to get through?
You needed Vieira to essentially lead you to the Kobolds if Gragnar didn't know.
Oh, okay.
However, she's traveling with you of her own regard in order to, 1, talk with you later, 2,
Yeah.
try to save Vaughn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do know where we're at. You did say that
goblins-
the kobolds might kill you, so it'd probably be best to go back here. I think we should be fine.
He looks at you and he looks at the other goblin. All right. Be safe. I'm
what?
going the long way home.
Question
What's up?
for you both. What are y'all's names?
And he stops for a moment. Like he's trying to remember what it would be in common. Club.
Club?
And then he points to the pudgy one. Book.
Book?
Book or reader. And the pudgy one's got his fingers up his nose. He's like, oh, me?
And the other one?
And he stops and goes, hunter or killer. He was one of our gather.
I'm very sorry for your loss.
Gragnar's gonna begrudgingly reach into his pack and pull out one of the bigger rough cut gems and hand it over. You like, here, take it before I change my mind.
Isn't that snacks?
No, she has the big ruby. Remember all the shit that we stole? I have 6 rough cut gems of varying sizes.
There's no way I would allow him to sell my shit.
I'll begrudgingly give him one of my 6 rough cut gems, but like, you did help us get all the way here and aren't really getting paid for it. Here, take this.
And you did, and they
he
did
looks
lose
at
one
it.
of their own.
He looks at it and he looks at you. Why would I need that?
I don't know, you want to get paid for like the things you do, and you guys did a lot, so
You have meat, food.
we do have
I
food.
have some rations.
If you want to pay me, I'll take that.
And I
Fine
reach
by
into
me.
my satchel. No, actually I can't. I'm holding Vieta. Serafina, reach into my satchel, pull out the spider leg.
Oh, okay.
Really good. Is that really?
When you mention the spider leg, he holds up his hand. No.
Oh.
I was about to say that. But I don't know if that's a good idea.
I think after the spider incident.
You know what? That's fair. I just thought that it would be a good trophy or something.
But here, take some of these rations. She pulls out the, I guess, dried bread or whatever rations are, and hands it to the.
I'd give
So
him
you
rations,
pull
but I
out
know Gragnar,
1 or 2 rations.
Yeah.
Said 1 or 2.
Like I guess 2. There's 2.
Yeah, okay.
2 goblins.
So you pull out 2 rations, and essentially what it is, it's dried meat, it's dried bread,
like hardtack.
And the bread seems to be soaked in an oil. And so you hand those to them, and each ration's about, I'd say about 5 inches wide, about 4 inches big if you were to wrap them up. And he takes them, he looks at them, he sniffs them. Thanks. And he takes it and puts it into a little satchel he has where you put the torch. Be safe.
You too.
And no offense to Gragnar, but be careful with the highborn kobolds. They're assholes.
I'm gonna turn to Gragnar and be like, do you know who those are?
Vaguely.
We'll be cautious.
You've heard of them, but you've never actually looked into or met them.
That's what I said. Vaguely. I don't know. I've never actually met any of them. I can't remember if we discussed if they live further down in the mountain or if they live further up the mountain, because we had this discussion.
They live further down because it's safer the farther down you go.
Yeah, they live like deeper in the mountain that we're in. I've never actually seen one of them though.
Well, then maybe we won't deal with them? I don't know.
Well,
I
let's
guess.
just do what we need to do and get out of here.
Sure,
Go.
I'll lead
What
the
were
way.
we here for again?
What?
What were we here for again?
You're
Passing
looking
through.
We're just passing through, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just passing through.
Okay.
Because once you get there, you're kind of far enough out from the city. You could go up top, or you could go ahead and try to gather information. Because you've also been told by Vieira that the kobolds also worked with Vaughn to a point. Not completely, but they worked with him.
Okay.
And you also have the two cards that were given to you by Vaughn for passage underground if necessary.
Yeah.
Though it was explained to be very careful who you show that to.
Okay.
Okay. So with that, the goblins go ahead and begin to leave. Once they leave, you guys are actually able to follow Gragnar quite a bit of the way. You know that you were about halfway and it's been almost a 2-day period. And so you know that it's going to be a fairly long distance travel. Gragnar, you know that this particular area that is a neutral territory where these cave roaches is considered to be neutral territory, and it's about a day's travel through it. So going from what you've gathered, you guys can assume that a day from here, and then once you're in the Cobalt territory, a day till you get back to the city.
Yeah, we gotta walk. I know where we're at, but we got quite a walk ahead of us.
Yay.
Well,
Walking.
that's not a problem. However, should we take a moment to check on Viera?
I think we should.
One of you knows.
She hasn't been awake since,
Yeah, that might maybe check on her. I have no idea how to do that, so.
Okay. So I'm gonna gently lay her down and put a rock under her head to prop her up a bit.
Okay.
And then I guess I'm gonna look over her. Do I do a medicine check to see if there's any way that I can help her, or?
Yes, go ahead and roll a medicine check.
Yeah.
That's a 16.
Nice.
'Cause I get a -1 to medicine, so.
That's still a good roll. When you look over Vieira, you can actually tell that the marks that were on the neck are completely gone. The scar that was there originally is gone as well. Not just the cut, but the scarring that went around Vieira's neck. And as you begin to check their heart rate and everything, you kind of move their shirt a bit to get a better feel for their chest and their heart rate. And you see that the scars that are from the neck to about the clavicle area are all gone. And below that, it's as if the scars suddenly begin to appear. So whatever healing was done was extremely effective, though it appeared to be traumatic to the body initially. So that wound has completely healed. It looks like regular skin, and she seems to be sleeping fairly soundly. The only issue is that she hasn't woken up yet, as far as you're concerned. You continue to examine Vieira, checking to make sure there's no bruises or anything. When you notice something about Vieira.
Oh?
And for that, I'm going to take you to the private DM room.
Oh, shit.
All right, here I go.
Oh, shit.
So,
She gonna be talking. Oh, my God.
I guess we're just here now until they get
Mhm.
back.
This should be fun. We're gonna have some more Gragnar trauma.
Like fucking Genshin yesterday, like just trauma dumping.
2 days in a row. Trauma yesterday, trauma today. Oh my goodness. One of these days I'll maybe play that game again. I don't know. I think it's just like I played it a lot
There's a
when it first
lot
came
of
out.
story content that's been updated.
I don't know what it is when I play that game. Like whenever I first played, at least, like I don't know what it is, but Goblin Brain just took over the entire time, and all I wanted
just
to
hoarded
do
everything?
was run around and open up chests and pick up random shit. Like I'm like not even kidding. Almost every time there was like a fetch quest, I had like 60 of the shits already, so I never had to do them.
Oh yeah, I'm the same way.
I was
Twitch
at
doing
like a
it.
bajillion.
They went to they're doing private DM stuff because Snack found something.
The story's so damn good. So I've heard. I've heard it's really fucking good.
Yeah, it's yeah. Like there's a lot of like little flavor text things that they throw into the game that isn't actually like talked about like in the game, and that you have to like actually look for it, and it's just like, damn, I wish they would fucking mention this shit.
I like stuff like that too sometimes though. It's interesting to add stuff like that to the story.
Yeah. No, it is, but it's also like, this is important. Why is this not being talked
Like
about?
this is kind of important. I feel like this shouldn't have been a hidden thing I had to look
Like
for.
the fact that Zhongli fucking committed genocide essentially, and A's friends all fucking died. Well, that was kind of already there, but
like, maybe you guys should. I just fucking realized something.
what?
I have like a mini Gragnar sheet on screen, and I realize it is very out of date. I just noticed it. I still have 8 health.
Yeah, I had to upgrade my sheet too because I forgot.
I completely forgot. I just now noticed. I need to get a freaking.
Did you have a
So-
dramatic moment?
Well, so after I do the inspection on Vieta and check to see that she's okay, Snack's gonna pause for a moment and then immediately cover them up with this cloak that I have in my adventurer's pack. I have adventurer's clothing. I'm gonna cover them up with a cloak and then just pick them up bridal style like I've been holding them this entire time, and look at everyone and say, she's just resting. She looks exhausted. Let's just leave it at that. There's nothing else going on with them. Everything's fine.
Can I make an insight check?
Sounds good to me.
You can.
I don't know anything about fixing
You
people.
can't make an insight check based on how long you've known Snack.
How do I do that?
So you're gonna roll an insight check, and based on
Okay.
how high or how low your roll is, I'll let you know if you have a good insight on them.
I got a 15.
Okay, so what is your Snack? What is your charisma?
My charisma is a 9.
Okay.
I got a
So-
15.
Yeah,
God.
so you can tell immediately that Snack noticed something about Viera, but is keeping it to themselves. They aren't lying to you when they say that Viera appears to just be exhausted, but there was a pause, and you're not quite sure what that was.
Is everything okay?
Oh yeah, everything's fine.
Okay.
Trust me, if it was important, I wouldn't keep it a secret.
I don't believe you now.
Roll initiative. All right. With that, are you guys like done with that conversation?
Yeah.
Seraphine is just kind of be like, okay, and then kind of just not really like I guess kind of squint at her like, I know you're hiding something. All right.
Sus.
Oh, DM, your music stopped.
Yes, it is getting ready to. Oh, that's right. The fucking.
It's because you had to hop out.
Queem.
Yeah. Boop, 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 boop.
Shit, I think I might make a go puff order while we walking.
2 nerds, please.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Aaron, you bought anything?
Most definitely, my bride.
Is the
A will to live.
Mood.
is
No,
the
that's the
music
coffee
going?
friend.
Because I don't hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing it on my end.
Oh yeah, no, the music's not playing. Get your shit together.
Oh, now your mic ain't working.
My mic ain't working?
Oh, there you go. Okay, for a second, it like I heard you, I saw you talking, and it wasn't working. And I was just like,
I was
oh no,
my mic? God
Aaron,
damn it.
they out of stock.
Of both?
No. You want the sugar free?
I don't have a choice. I need to be functional.
How about I get you a Red Bull instead?
Oh.
Fucking deal with it. It's not as sweet.
Okay. I'll take like 2 Red Bulls if possible. Or we can get ourselves a case if they have it.
They have a case, yeah.
Okay, 2 cases, please.
2 cases? Jesus
2 cases and then you make some
I can tell you right
juice.
now, I'm not going to be sleeping a lot in the next few days.
Get 2 cases, then make yourself some Kyle juice.
Between getting
God.
this finished and then also I have to do my first recording for my podcast tomorrow.
Bullshit.
Okay, well, how about tomorrow I just send you out to go buy it because GoPuff sells them for like a 4-pack for $10, Aaron.
Yikes. Okay, what is a 1-pack?
Oh, 1 pack? You mean 1 can, Aaron?
Yeah.
$2.
See, I have this.
Fucking
I have this
what?
cheat code.
Can I
I got this cheat code. See what you do? What you do is you go to the store and you just
We have
steal it. Then it's
coffee.
free. See, big brain.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go use the
More
restroom.
brain.
Also, I still can't hear the
Let's-
music. I don't know what's going on.
Let's go
Yeah, no,
ahead,
it's not
take a
playing.
quick break.
All right.
We'll be back in about 5 minutes. 10. Oh,
Alright.
we'll say 10 minutes because that gives everybody a chance to shit and call it a day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jokes on you.
Okay.
All right,
I'm still
Scream
gonna
will be
be
right back.
I'll still be here.
All right.
I have fucking Cheez-Its in my room.
Okay. So, Aaron, Red Bull is like $3 a pop on here.
God damn.
Why
Yeah.
is it so expensive?
Is there any form of energy drink that isn't
Cheez-It demon
going to cost us our
yeah,
firstborn
damn straight.
child?
No, but we have coffee.
That sounds like a.
Yeah.
Damn
Yeah.
straight.
I'm gonna try to
Cheez-It
figure
sponsor
out-
me.
Demon, do you hear the music?
No.
No.
Options.
Are you doing share screen or are you doing share application?
I was doing like.
I want snacks.
Because if you just hit share screen, it doesn't usually play audio unless they didn't update where it
Oh.
does. Because at least that's what I have to do. Because during movie night, I have to share application.
Demon. Hear me out. Okay, like, you understand me, right? Okay?
What?
Right?
What?
Okay, so, like, hear me out. Buying hot Cheetos, and then also buying some queso to dip it in.
What the fuck? I've never done that. That sounds good as shit.
Yeah.
Can I get Powerade instead?
You
I
know
can get you
something-
Powerade.
You know something I still really want to do, which is why I'm trying not to eat this entire box of Cheez-Its? I want to get like some freaking like chicken
As
breast.
you dig your little fingers in there.
I want to get some chicken breast and like make chicken nuggets, but bread them with fucking Cheez-Its. Because that
Yes.
sounds so good.
That does
I want to
sound
try
good.
it. I want to try it. Like, I feel like it would be fucking amazing.
How's this now?
That's better.
Are y'all able to hear the sound now?
Oh, I thought you were talking about your mic. Oh, no, I can't hear shit.
No.
What the fuck? It keeps telling me that your stream currently has reduced video or audio. This may be due to network conditions.
Yeah.
No one else is fucking here.
What?
How do
What?
What?
All I heard is no one else is here, and I was like, I'm here.
How do we know that's the real Lestria?
You got me there.
Plain hot mac and cheese.
Bussin'?
Yo, wait, no, that sounds real good though.
Real good.
Oh my god. So I was having tea and taro with Loki earlier.
Oh, how'd that go? How'd that go?
It went well. He gave me something I needed to hear, and then when I tried to ask him another question, he poured hot wax on me. So
Fun.
So I picked up his candle and the fucking wick fell out from underneath it and poured all the fucking hot wax onto my fucking leg.
Oh.
And all I could hear was, "Stop asking me the same question. I gave you an answer. Go do the thing."
Hot wax
Yeah,
party. Oh my
he
fucking
seemed
god, Bodhi.
frustrated.
It's a very Loki way to say shut up.
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm just like, all right, point
Aaron,
taken.
do you want 2 Powerades?
Yes, please.
Get 7 Powerades. Mm-hmm.
Can y'all hear the music now?
Let's find out on this episode of Can We Hear the
Nope.
Music?
No. It was working fine a second ago.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on with this shit.
And then you left.
Wait, what?
I blame the economy.
then-
This didn't
and
happen
then
when I
my-
was president.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. A lot of kinky things going on over there. Shut up, Bodhi.
Oh shit, is that Boney?
Of course.
Boney! You're fit! 10 out of 10!
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10!
Yeah, yeah.
Oh god, I am so snacky right now. I want chips, but I don't want
Facts.
chips. But I want chips.
Oh, I can hear it now.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I can
changed
do.
some settings to focus on better readability, which lowers the frame rate. Which I
mean,
guess
it's
is helping
still
the
image,
music get
so-
better. Yeah. So
As
Should
long
be
as
fine.
the escuchar musical works.
Do I want hot Cheetos and queso?
Do
Yes.
hot Cheetos and queso want you, though?
They sure fucking do. Alright, hot Cheetos and queso it is.
once the go-puff order is
Bussin'.
done, we'll go ahead and continue.
Wait, once what?
Once the go-puff order is done, we'll go ahead and continue if everybody.
What is Go Puff?
It's
go-
like a convenience store.
Is it like a like?
It's an
Oh.
app that delivers to your house convenience store
Oh,
items.
okay.
Ooh,
Yeah,
DoorDash
yeah.
does
Oh,
that.
now.
DoorDash
Well,
here
not
does that now.
just convenience store items.
yeah.
I was gonna say Valentine's Day, they were offering some very X-rated things, if you know what I'm saying.
Spicy!
hilarious.
Spicy!
Everything from personal development toys to cleaning those personal development toys.
Oh my goodness.
And for
Valentine
cheap
was
prices
lit for
good
some
prices.
people.
Sounds like
Honestly, yeah, no, they weren't-
It's fucking
They weren't top
funny.
quality looking shit. Oh my god, we're
I'm
gonna
gonna turn it back to the stream. Is that good? Are we ready or?
Yeah, yeah.
Wait,
yeah,
we're supposed to put
y'all
on
go ahead.
BRB?
I mean, I was on BRB.
I was on
not.
BRB. No, you're good.
We know.
You
We
you
know.
do you. It's like we were on BRB. I'm just saying.
Professional streamer, by the way.
All right.
I think we're just waiting for like a couple more things, but we'll get back to it.
Yeah.
Mm,
Place
Jesus.
order. It's all
Yeah,
good.
for my stream, I guess I'll repeat it. It's like I got hot wax
Is it
spilled on me
pineapple?
earlier.
Okay, I'm gonna pee and then we can start. One sec.
All right.
Is it like pineapples with holes in them or what? Fucking bony.
Oh my god.
Sounds like a fucking bird. Jesus.
All right. So, is everybody ready?
Back went to the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. So.
Oh, do we need to wait
essentially
for Snack or is she good?
So Snack is still walking with y'all right now.
Mm.
Because Snack has finished looking over Viera and proceeded to walk with you as they carry Viera.
Okay.
Now, you had also stated trying to find a place to camp, maybe a place to stop. Are y'all looking for that right now, or are you going to keep moving for a little bit longer?
How long have we
Let's
been
wait
going
until it
again?
gets
Like, for
dark.
like a day?
Y'all have been traveling for now about 9 hours, and Serafina, you are exhausted.
Oh yeah, I have a level of
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna turn to Snack and be like, can we find a place to sit, please.
Haha, let's just wait till it gets dark.
You mean when all the roaches stop,
No,
shimmering?
it's a joke because we're underground and it's always dark.
I get
I
the
don't
joke
even know
now.
if it's daytime right now, Gragnar. Like,
Well, if we need to rest, that's perfectly fine. We could always just set up around here.
Yeah, there's probably a random hole in the wall somewhere.
Gragnar, how far do you think we are from where we're going?
How far are we, DM? How far are we from the place?
So you are about a day and a half out. You're almost out. You're about 4 hours out from ending this location, and then you're going to be in the Cobalt territory. So you may meet Cobalts, but the actual city is about another 12 to 16 hours old.
So, so technically we probably could push forward a couple more hours and we'd be there. However, being half asleep back in my hometown sounds like a bad idea. They might think we're dead, so
Oh, that's fair. All right. Why don't we just set up camp here then?
please.
Okay, Ragnar, can you get a fire going? I'm gonna move some rocks around and see if I can make it comfortable for us.
Can I get a fire going? That's funny as shit.
What?
Within reason, Gragnar.
Fine, I'll make it small, but big enough to keep the roaches away.
Is there any of like the glowy rocks that we saw earlier around here?
You see what appears to be a pillar of the glowy rock about 100 feet away. It is fairly bright.
Do I know what that stuff is?
You know that it is a natural occurring stone.
Mm-hmm.
That kobolds will use to like light up paths, but most of the time kobolds don't need them, so they usually use them to light up paths that lead to traps for anyone coming from the top side who are trying to like follow them in.
We'll call them glowy stones. Mm-hmm.
You see a big pillar of that poking from the ground, with several light roaches or cave roaches kind of look scuttering about it, and almost then you hear a scraping noise as if they're scraping away at it, eating it.
Oh, it's
I guess I kind of want to like walk up to it, and can I see if there's like any like little bits of it lying around? Because I want to pick one up.
As you kind of walk up, several of the roaches stop moving, and kind of you can tell they're observing you as you approach. Several of them scuttle away, whereas one turns around and lifts its head from the pillar that it's on, kind of looking at you, and the mandibles kind of click a bit. You can see on this. You can see on the stone the scraping that they've done, and there seems to be like a fine powder of it that glows a little bit at the bottom.
Just punch them. They'll usually leave you alone if you're more angry. If you look more angry than them.
She's gonna look at the roach. She's gonna look at the roach and be like, I guess you're kind of cute. And I guess
roll animal handling.
Okay.
Because you're getting closer to it, and it's kind of just watching you.
It's just like.
I got a 6.
You say, you're kind of cute, and you kind of work your way up to it so that you can get a look at the powder, see if you can find any stone, and it hisses at you and flies at you.
Just punch it! Punch it!
Like insects do, but this is a 2-foot long insect, and it kind of flutters at you and kind of screeches a little bit, like.
She's gonna like scream and kind of like.
Snake is immediately gonna run up and punch it.
and Snap, roll to attack.
Okay. That's it. Hang on. So is that just a straight up like attack?
Yeah,
like strength check?
That's an unarmed strength attack. Yeah.
Oh, I don't have unarmed as a thing, but I'll just add it to my strength. So that's 19.
God damn.
19. You barely hit it. You actually kind of hit it in its like the butt of its body, the end of
I
its body.
barely hit it.
And it flutters. It goes, and it's like screeches and it flies away.
I'm like, shoot, get out of here! What the fuck are you doing?
It robs
I'm gonna use
excrement
Scorching
from
Ray.
being scared.
Oh
it
my
poops?
I'm
god.
gonna
Yeah,
use
it poops
Scorching
from being
Ray.
scared, and the poop
Does
is
the
this
poop
green
glow in the
glow.
dark?
It does. It's this green glowing in the dark. It's very bright.
I look down at it and I look at Seraphina and say, "Is that what you wanted?"
No, I wanted the rock.
Can I cast
Oh,
Scorching Ray before it gets too
glows.
far
The poop
away?
glows brighter than the rock.
Oh. Does it stink?
It has a sulfur-like smell.
Hey, Gragnar, you still got a jar?
Wait, I don't want that shit in my jar. Hell no. I cast
Well, give me
Scorching
the
Ray
jar.
before it gets too far
Take
away.
You could try.
Yeah, I want to try.
Why are you trying to kill it? It flew away. It's gone. Leave it alone.
Holy shit. One of them hit. I rolled a nat 20 on one of them.
God.
Okay, what were the others?
2 and a 3.
So your first shot's fire, and it bobs and weaves, and it lands on the ceiling. Your second shot fires, and you naturally miss as it scuttles behind what appears to be a stone hanging. And it goes to fly away, and you stop with that third shot, you point, you fire, you hit it square in the back, and it drops dead.
Oh
It doesn't have a lot of health, but it is hard to it hits the floor and kind of slide, and you hear fluttering in the distance, but it's not coming towards you.
Okay, there we go. Now we shouldn't have a problem anymore.
Why do I feel like this is gonna come back to bite us in the ass later?
It
probably will.
Sometimes it doesn't. Usually when they get angry like that, you just kill them, because then they like come back and eat all your shit while you're sleeping, and I didn't want that to happen, because I got shit that I don't want
So,
to eat.
Can I have a jar, please?
I only have one jar, and I don't want it full of glowy poop.
Oh.
okay, hang on. Can I go up to the stone and
Don't
like
we have some
chip at
empty
it so
health
that I can try
potions?
to? Well, hang on. Can I chip at it with my axe to see if I could at least get a couple shards for Seraphina?
We have a
You
pickaxe.
Okay. Oh, you have a pickaxe? Hand it over to me.
We definitely bought pickaxes.
So I'm gonna take the pickaxe from Gragnar and I'm going to skillfully pluck it out of the wall, or at least a good chunk of it, so that she has like
Junk.
a few pieces.
You work at it for about 2 or 3 hours.
Holy shit.
and
Can I roll for it?
Yeah, you can roll for it.
Because I want to try to speed that up. Do I just roll like a strength check?
So it's going to be strength or dexterity. I will say dexterity will be better because it'll be how well you pull it out. Strength is just going to be how hard you're hitting, which means you're working fast.
Okay. I want to pull out a pretty decent chunk, so I'll do dexterity. I get a 0 in that, so that's fine. 13?
So with that, that's actually going to make it a little bit slower, but you're doing it more precise than you were before. For the first 30 minutes, you were kind of hacking, and then you accidentally chipped one that you were trying to dig out. And it was a fairly nice size, and you hit it wrong, and it just split into like 3 pieces, and then kind of was too small to really work with. So
Can I still take those little 3 pieces though?
you can. They're probably about 2 or 3 inches in length.
That's fine. We could turn them into something.
Yeah, they're about 2 or 3 inches in length, and they light up about a 5-foot area around you when they're together. When they're separate, they're very dim light. Like someone could see it in the distance, but you can't see much from you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Seraphina,
Hmm.
while I'm working on this for you, how about you fix something up for us to like snack on? Because I'm sure we haven't eaten very much in a few hours. We need the energy.
You haven't technically eaten since your last bit where you stopped and you talked to the dragon.
Which was a few hours ago.
Do we have a fire going?
We do. Ragnar
Yeah.
got it.
I can do that. I
Okay,
don't know what we have.
I have a really gross question.
What's up?
Would Gragnar know if that glowy poop would be used for anything like arcane?
Oh, now he wants the poop.
I just
So
thought
it
about it.
is-
I was like,
you know that you can burn it. It'll give you a light blue / green flame, a bluish green flame that essentially remind you of the stuff that you were trying to design before. You were looking at possibly, and we'll use the IRL term, creating napalm. This is a more natural form of that is weaker. It doesn't burn hot, but it does burn, and it has a bit of a sulfur smell to it.
Like
So
a
it's-
fire starter.
Yeah, so it's good for a fire starter. It's good for light.
wait.
And it burns slow.
Hey, if anyone else has a Dungeoneers pack, you have 10 days of rations in there.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Gragnar ate all of them.
I knew that.
His day one of being out, he was like, "I'm gonna eat all my rations." I was
Yeah,
like, "Are
I
you
was,
sure?"
like, this is,
Serafina?
I was like, this is Gragnar we're
Yes.
talking about. He doesn't get
Do
a
you
lot
have
of
a
food, and they
Dungeoneers
gave him a
pack?
bunch of food.
I do not, but I have some dried meat left.
I have a Dungeoneers pack. You just use my rations for everybody.
Okay. Can I roll for how good she cooks? Because
Yes, because you don't have the chef feat.
yeah.
So go ahead, roll performance, and also investigation, because you're essentially having to cook something out of rations.
So 2 rolls? Or 2 separate
Yes.
rolls? Okay, so here is performance. Okay, that was a 17. And then investigation?
Yep, because that is essentially investigating the ingredients and coming up with a plan to cook it.
Okay, I got a 17 for perception and then, or not perception, performance, and then a 14 for investigation.
Okay. So while looking at the food, you realize that you have a lot of like dried, you have some dried fruit, you have some dried meat, you have bread, and you have cheese, and it is essentially hard cheese, which if you
I'm making
know, if,
grilled cheese.
exactly, if you warm it up enough, you can do that. Since you say you're making grilled cheese, you actually go
I
ahead.
think the GoPuff order is here. I'll be right back.
You actually go ahead and realize that you also have found a statch of dried mushrooms that you
Ooh.
dice up and you saute and you use it as a seasoning for the bread as you make the grilled cheese. Essentially
Fancy.
making grilled cheese with mushrooms and like dried tomato slices on it.
Fancy.
And what you do is you kind of boil the dried tomatoes to kind of make them a little bit softer, because it's more like a chip with how dry they are.
Mm-hmm.
But you put it all together, you cook it over a rock that you find that's really thin. You actually set it on top of the fire, so there's 2 rocks and there's a thin rock on top that's right on top of the heat.
Yeah.
And you cook them just like that. You find some salt and some pepper, and you're just like, oh, hell yeah, seasoning.
Blessed.
And you use a little bit of it. It's actually curing salt, so it helps with taste, but it is not the tastiest of salts. It's meant to help meat stay dry.
Hey, Gragnar.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any like salt rocks in your pack somewhere, anywhere?
Ragnar just has a bunch of random shit on him. Which you
I know, that's what I'm asking.
Ragnar, I would tell you did. One of the things about kobolds is that y'all try to y'all scavenge stuff all the time, and so you more than likely would have at least a salt rock on you to try to make sure the meat stays good.
Okay, I have a salt rock, but it is a solid salt rock.
And you've rubbed it against raw meat.
I mentioned that. I mean, I can just light it on fire and it kills like all the germs or whatever.
True.
Or you can just sit it in the fire that's currently going. Also, can I use that flat rock when you're done?
Sure.
I thought I would wait until after you cooked because this is fucking gross.
Wait, what is?
Yeah.
And plugged myself. Thank you, darling. Give me a second, guys. I unplugged myself.
I hear you.
Can't hear you.
I can hear you.
Oh.
Oh, unplugged his headphones.
Yeah, there we go.
I was like, I can still hear you.
Yeah, I unplugged my headphones by accident.
I'm back.
Hello. I'm making
Hey.
grilled cheese.
Oh shit, gourmet chef over here.
She boiled
25%
tomatoes and
off,
put it on the sandwich.
25% off a Go Puff Kitchen order.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna lie, I really
Not
like
a
my little
sponsor.
office.
It do be fancy. It do be
Nice.
fancy.
Well,
It's probably a little
but
hot.
If Go Puff wants to sponsor these monster fuckers, I'm down for it.
Hey, monster cuddlers.
I fuck
Cuddlers.
monsters. Joke's on you, I fuck monsters. I don't just cuddle. I get
That's
nasty.
my thing. How dare you?
It's like I get nasty.
You introduced me to it, and I went head first. I started with orc
in
women.
more ways
and
than
got-
one.
Oh my god.
Look, I might have called y'all out, but Blood Silk is nice.
Oh shit!
That
Demon!
butt silk.
He likes the butt silk
That
now.
butt silk.
Hold on.
Jesus fucking
I've
Christ.
always liked the butt silk, okay?
Then-
I'm a legs man just as much as I'm a thigh and ass man.
Anyway.
Oh yeah.
All
So
of
anyway, so what did I miss while I was gone besides making the grilled cheese?
Sandwich, and I have a solid rock of salt that has meat juiced all over it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just take the rock and just kind of boil it over or not boil it, I guess sit it over the fire for a few seconds.
We're gonna boil this grilled cheese.
You grab-
Delicious.
You actually, because you rolled so high, you actually go ahead and take, you found a couple sticks, and you kind of tie off one end, so that it makes sort of like tongue. And you use it to hold the salt, you put the salt rock into the fire and let it set and kind of clean it off. And then you pull it out, let it cool, scrape it so that over the food so that salt breaks off a little bit. And you've officially prepared grilled cheese with onions, tomatoes, and salt and pepper.
Blessing, that
I
probably
like
tastes
that.
delicious on the tortilla.
Mm-hmm.
And you
That's called a quesadilla, friend.
and
On the
you for the first time.
quesadilla.
So, Serafina, you for the first time in a long time have actually cooked a meal. You haven't cooked a meal since you were living in the house.
I'm sad.
Oh.
You have officially been eating practically whatever you can get your hands on. Even though you have a noble's background, you've gotten
Yeah.
used to eating rations on a day-to-day basis. This is the first real meal outside of what was prepped for you at the goblins.
So I know she's
Yeah, she's
having
gonna
her
kinda
moment,
sit
but
there.
Gragnar's definitely slowly sneaking over trying to grab a sandwich.
Yeah, she's gonna sit there looking proudly at herself and like, yeah, I just fucking made
And
this.
then
with
Gragnar's just
nothing."
next to her, like reaching for one of the sandwiches.
And then you kind of see her face just kind of drop, be like, oh, yeah, memories.
Oh.
I drink to forget, but I always remember.
So, do I finish getting this crystal-y thing on the wall?
Yeah, it takes you, while Serafina is cooking, you're able to go ahead and get those 3 bits off. And then for about 2 hours afterwards, you slowly take your time with this nice size rock. I'd probably say about
That bitch
6
chunky.
inches across from the face of it. And you
Mhm.
chip away around at it. And after about 2 hours, you're able to go ahead and pluck it out. And it's actually more like a flat disc than it is necessarily like a ball. And it glows pretty brightly.
Oh.
And again, it's about at the widest, it's about oval shaped. At the widest is about 5 or 6 inches. But then it kind of gets this kind of oval, like 3 to 4 inches on height.
Okay.
Fancy.
So I'm gonna, while Seraphina's having this moment of sad stuff, she Snack's gonna come over and plop down next to her, like sweating, and then like drop the pickaxe and be like, "Oh, okay, you said you wanted this, so here you go. Thanks for cooking, I guess." And then she's just gonna hand it to you. Not
Okay.
gonna ask for any pieces, just hand it over.
So Snack, one thing I want to point out, notate in your notes that practiced pickaxe level 1.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
Cool.
Whenever you use items you're not proficient in, guys, let me know, and what I will do is I'll give you a level between
Oh
1
shit,
and
I'm
5.
getting a raid. Hold on, sorry.
No,
Oh,
it's
you're
fine,
good.
it's fine. I'll give you a number between 1 and 5 based on how long and how much you use it. And 1 is starting out, 5 is you're halfway to proficient. And then keeping up the practice after that point, I will usually either at 5 or at some point a little after 5 give you proficiency with that item. It may not be like proficiency with all martial weapons, but you have a particular weapon that's a martial weapon you've been using. Does that make sense?
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
This is
I just
homebrew,
put down that it's a. I just put down it's a pickaxe beginner. Until you
works.
tell me otherwise.
Level 1.
You will note also that this crystal that you're finding is very brittle. It's one of the reasons that the insects scrape away at it so easily and eat it, is that it is very brittle. So one of the things that you had to be careful of was not striking too close and shocking it, or striking too far away and possibly splitting it.
Those teeny tiny 3 shards that I got earlier, I do have some, like, twine. Can I just string them together to make, like, necklaces?
You can, if you want to give it a shot.
Friendship
That would be... I would honestly...
Actually, before you say anything, one of the things is I'm always working on a project or something, so that would be my project.
Okay, so that would be your project. I would say take the time while you're eating. You would eat, and then during the first part of your rest, if you want, you can go ahead and try to make a necklace of some sort. I will say that you'll need to roll. Let's see. This will be like fine jewelry working. So I would say sleight of hand would be the one. A dexterity check. Because
neat.
Yeah, because you're doing essentially like jewelry work, which is very finite.
Yay.
It's a 15 on the die. I have 0 to sleight of hand, so.
All right.
Both of us are about to be working on craft stuff.
While Gragnar is like chowing down, and then
he stuffs that shit down his throat and is trying to like grab the freaking heating slab so I can go do something.
You were able to use 1 ration to make 2 sandwiches, and so however many you want to say you made per person, I would say that you could easily, each person would probably eat 2 sandwiches, which is a ration, so you may use 3 rations minimal.
Wait,
that
so
out of I have
rations
10 rations, so
you used a minimal of 3 rations to make 6 sandwiches.
Okay, I guess I made 3 rations worth?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So that would
mark
be
it
6
down.
sandwiches, and that would be fairly filling for everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of hungry. I want to try that grilled cheese sandwich I just tried because that sounds hella good. But essentially, Snack, you spend about 3-4 hours just meticulously making a necklace, and you end up making this kind of beautiful necklace with these 3 prongs, almost like needled, glowing pieces.
Okay.
And you use this string, and what you did was you grabbed your axe, and you used the pointed tip of the axe, kind of very loosely and lightly, to shape it, and then you went and used your dagger to go ahead and put holes through them, so they are strung through on this twine that you can wear around your neck, and it is a faint glow that in the dark will give you about 10 feet of light. Directly in front of you, not behind you.
Okay.
So it's 10 feet in front of you that you can see.
Like a flashlight, but you wear it around your neck.
Exactly.
So I work on 3 of those.
Okay.
And
so 3 separate ones?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in that case, then it will give you, I'll say still the 10 feet. I was thinking that you were putting all 3 together, but
nope.
I'll let you go ahead and do that.
You can reduce it if you want to. That's not a problem. I was really just making trinkets for everyone.
So it'll give you 5 feet of sight in front of you instead of 10 feet.
Yeah. So I give one to Gragnar, and I'm like, hey, so you don't have to wear this, but I just thought it was kind of neat, and I needed to work with my hands. So this is what I could think of.
Oh, shiny! Gimme.
There you go.
I'm imagining Snack being like, "You don't have to wear it, but."
And then there's just Gragnar like, shiny, gimme.
So she's gonna hand it it to him. And she's like, it glows, I guess. I don't know. I don't know much about these crystals. And then I turn over to Serafina. I'm like, I know I just gave you like a huge one, but here you go. You can have this one too. And I hand it over. And I like decorated them or carved them a specific way that reminds me of them.
Aw. How'd you wait? Describe.
Yeah, I was about to. So with Gragnar, his is very jagged looking because he's very chaotic, and whenever Snack thinks chaotic, she thinks misshapen, unaligned, and just kind of all over the place. So his looks kind of like almost like a lightning bolt zigzag. With Serafina's, she thinks of you as much more like dainty but elegant. So yours is much more slender. It has almost like an hourglass frame to it. And it's got like a nice little design, like a little heart carved into the bottom center of it.
Oh.
So, and then for mine, they just kept it as is because they think of themselves as so plain that they kept it as it popped out the wall. So that's exactly how they're gonna wear it. It's the same way that
perfect.
Exactly.
Yes. The glowing rock in the middle of the cave is normal.
Yep.
She's gonna.
That's how she feels.
She's gonna take the trinket and be like, "Oh, this is really nice." And she looks to Snacks and be like, "You didn't do anything to yours?"
I didn't need to.
So, are you done with the flat cooking stone? Because I'm about to make it dirty.
Oh.
Yeah, sure. You can just take it.
Cool. I'm gonna pick up the stone. Of course, it's like, fuck hot. I'm gonna walk over.
It's scalding hot.
Yep. I'm going to try and just.
Cold?
Huh?
I need you. Make a dex save to carry it because you just grabbed up a stone that was sitting in the fire. Like it's big enough. It was setting less. It was like the flame was up, and the flame was probably only about 5 inches above the flame to like cook.
Gragnar, I know this is hard for you to understand, but fire hot.
I light myself on fire all the time. It's fine.
I was like, don't
13.
you have heat resistance?
No.
He
No.
doesn't have heat resistance.
We checked. I'm like, why? But I was like, you know what? Whatever.
Yeah, we were actually very confused because his whole build is based on fire.
It kind of explains it in the thing. Essentially, the trade-off is because like the actual pyromancer has flame resistance, while the thing that I'm getting mostly is at level 6. When I die, I don't die.
Oh yeah, you have like the
Phoenix thing.
Phoenix thing.
It's okay. The fire can burn you away, but it's more of a cleansing fire.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what the class is going for. I rolled a 13.
Okay, I mean...
Alright, so, you pick it up, you drop it back like a few... Like, you didn't really pick it up too far, like a few centimeters, like, shit, fuck, and you grab it again, shit, fuck, and you move it and put it on the ground, and you're like, shit, fuck, it's still hot. Dumbass.
Yes, Gragnar, it's still hot.
And so, like, what you do is you kind of push it across the ground, like, Like, you don't break it, obviously. And eventually you, like, pull a rag out, and you, like, wrap it and try to lift it. You're like, oh, that's better.
Yep, there we go. Okay,
but, like, you all watch him pick it up and go, shit, fuck! And he, like, picks it up. Like,
I say nothing
You
to
definitely hear him mumble a couple of times. I light myself on fire all the time. Why is it so fucking hot?
Yeah, and he finally just wraps it. And then he goes from like trying to pick it up to put it on the floor and try to push it. He's like, shit, fuck, And it's like, okay, wrap it. This all takes about 5 minutes, by the way.
Yeah, we're just
I'm pushing it over there to that fucking glowy poo we saw. I have an idea.
Yeah. He didn't drop it.
No.
I said I was gonna make it dirty.
Ragnar, what are you doing?
Okay, so the idea is the fucking glowy poo shit is flammable, so it can like light on fire. My thought process in this is if I take it and dry it out to like a powder, we can use it for like a fire starter or something. It's like gunpowder, but like, well, black powder, but less.
Couldn't you just spit at it?
I could, but like sometimes there's situations where like I want to make stuff in my jar that'd be really cool to be on fire, and this would be useful.
Hey, you sounded really smart up until you said you wanted to light yourself on fire.
Yeah.
I
was
mean, I
gonna
light
say
myself
that
on
doesn't-
fire all the time.
We know.
Eh? But,
So-
I mean, you do you, I guess.
So Snake's just gonna turn her back.
Gragnar and Megami would be getting along.
Yeah.
So, that being said, though, Snack is gonna want to check on Vieta and see if she's still resting.
Yeah, she's still kind of...
So
Yep.
as you turn around, you see
feel
Vieira
like
staring at the ceiling, awake, and kind of like, oh my fucking god, because she was awake during that whole endeavor with Gragnar. That's when she woke up.
If she
So-
wasn't awake, she'd be awake when I start
Wait.
cooking poop.
So I run over to her.
Does Serafina know this too?
I mean, you would see Snack get up, wouldn't you?
yes,
'cause I'm
Snack
running
goes
over.
over,
Yeah, I guess.
goes to get up. You see Snack going over. You see Vieira is awake.
I do not notice. What do I have to roll to cook poop?
Oh my god.
No, you have your alchemy kit with you.
Yeah. Well, I have
Okay.
the proficiency. I have a jug, and I can
You
light
would
myself on
essentially-
fire.
You would essentially roll what you would roll for alchemy.
I think it's intelligence. I think we
I
discussed.
think it is intelligence. So you're going to roll an intelligence roll.
Mm-hmm. Do I add my proficiency bonus to
You will
it?
add your proficiency because it's an alchemy kit, and you're fairly knowledgeable on this. It's more like applying a theory.
Mm-hmm.
And what you're trying to do is you're essentially trying to turn this into a powdered base,
Yep.
where you're essentially like drying out the poop. Most of the time, what people would do is just put it out to dry, but you're trying to quicken that process.
Yep, exactly. I'm not trying to wait that long. Okay, purple die. I'm gonna give you one more chance. Please roll higher than a fucking 10.
Don't do it, Purple Die.
You motherfucker!
Oh
What
my
you
god.
do?
Fucking 2! Fuck!
You go, and what you do is you
So, total
try.
of 7.
You go ahead and you kind of realize you have to put the poop over the fire to like dry it. So what you do is you're like, oh, I don't want to set this by them because it's going to smell bad. Like it's going to smell really bad. So
Yeah,
you
his
build
idea
your
was
little
literally
fire.
going to just be use Mantle of Flame and just instead
Oh my
take
God.
everything.
Set it all on fire.
You thought about Mantle of Flame, but you're like, nah, I'm going to do this like a real scientist.
Oh no.
No.
And so you build
I did
yourself a
wrong.
little plate area with 2 rocks, just like Serafina did, and you grabbed what you thought were like fairly decent rocks. They weren't actually like the perfect size for it, and one was kind of rickety, but you set the flat on there, and you're like, okay, I have to get.
Turns out they're hard.
And you go, you're like, is it gonna be hard? Is it gonna be soft? You don't know. You grab it, and it's soft. Like, and you go, you grab it, and whatever your reaction is to that, you're like, it smells bad. And you go to put it on there, but because it's like jelly, a bit falls into the fire, and there's a big pop noise, which makes you drop all of it, and it
no.
lands on the flat plate, but some of it slides off, and
Oh,
there's this
no.
loud popping noise, as then... And you only have about half the poop there, as then the stone that was holding it up tips, and the entire plate just kind of falls into the fire, and there's a
Sounds like nat
large,
one.
echoing boom.
Oh,
But
fuck.
it's more like the sulfur and it caught flame, and it burns for like a split second, and then the fire itself turns into this greenish blue color, and it smells atrocious.
I just thought
It
about
smells-
something. I did the equivalent of fucking flashbanging myself.
You absolutely did.
Because I have dark
Hey.
vision.
So I'm gonna stare at it for a second, and then suddenly I start smelling it, and I'm just like,
Ragnar.
Oh.
What happens is you essentially flashbang yourself, you grab your eyes, only to have the shit hit your face. And you go, and it smells horrible. And then, like, after about 20 minutes of this shenanigan of you just, like, I touch my face, I have shit in my eyes, it burns. You pull yourself together, you set it all up again, and then you use your hand ability to slowly dry it out, but you're sitting there, and you're like, you look up, and everyone's watching you. Snack has turned around. Vieira is literally on her back looking at you sideways. Serafina's like rolling her nose up because she can smell it.
I'm like hurling, or not hurling, but I'm very violently gagging.
It is so potent.
It's like
I told you
roll
guys it was gonna
Constitution
be-
to see if you puke.
I told you
roll
guys
it.
it was gonna be messy, so trust the process. It's fine.
I rolled a 13 for Constitution.
You're good.
Because of the smell and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're good, but your eyes are watering.
It's like,
Unfortunately, you were sitting closest to this secondary fire, kind of with your back to it, because Gragnar went off on his own.
I have
So,
a
like, you're the closest to
disgusting
it. You're just
idea.
you're like, oh god, this smells bad. And, like, you're reminded of when you were a noble child, and one of your friends, like, smashed a stink bug by accident.
no.
Ew.
They smashed it on your shirt. Like, you're thrown back to the memory of, like, being all of 6 years old, and you smell like death, and you're like, ah!
He's crying.
Which reminds you of your mother, who basically came to your aid, and you remember her very much having her snout turned up in a way. And you kind of like, it was almost funny. She walks up to you almost angelically, but you remember she had like stuff in her nose to keep her from smelling. And she like bathed you, and it was actually a fairly nice memory after the fact. But like, you remember your mother, you know, being who she was, a dragonborn with her tail and everything, and how she wrapped you up and kept you warm. And you got to sleep next to her that night.
Like, oh great, now I smell shit, and I'm sad.
So I have another
Snack.
really fucking gross idea.
Well, hold on. I've got to work with Snack, and I'll come
Okay.
back to you. And your alchemical shenanigans.
They're about to get worse.
Shit-nanigans is more like it.
You get wrong. So with that, Zach, you walk over to Vieira, who, while all this is happening, you're stopped for a split second. You and Vieira kind of curl up your nose. She's like coughing. She's like, "Oh God, why would he do that?" And
I don't know.
and she kind of tries
No
to set
question.
up a bit. She's very obviously tired, but she sets up. And she rubs her throat. And she stops and she kind of feels. And there's no scar, no nothing. She's like, "What happened?"
You fainted, and Seraphina helped you, and then you screamed and fainted again, and that scar is gone now.
And she will pull her shirt away, kind of look,
Damn,
and
my
she
titty's
sees
still
that the
there.
scars have pretty much like disappeared. She doesn't
Mhm.
pull it down. She pulls it out to where she can look herself, and she can see where like the scars have almost disappeared, like a line, as if like the scars were makeup on her body. And she's very confused and looks over at Seraphina. "How'd you do that?"
To be honest, I have no idea.
"Because you are a sorcerer, but you use..."
Something that I didn't know I had.
And she kind of looks at you for a split second. "Okay. What did I miss?"
Well, we talked to a dragon.
Talk to a what?
A dragon?
That was a dream.
No.
And I look at Seraphina.
No.
You talk to a dragon.
A white dragon.
Here.
Yeah.
A white dragon? And she looks even more puzzled.
Yeah,
you and me both.
We're just as confused as you.
There hasn't been a white dragon known to exist in nearly 500 years.
Yeah. Apparently I am related to him.
And her eyes kind of go slightly wide. "You're related to a white dragon."
That's what he said.
I'm related to a red one.
What?
That's what you told me.
And Stack's just gonna shrug. I'm normal.
Normal.
She's a liar. She does magic.
I do not!
Oh yeah. Yeah, you got runes on your
I don't have shit. That was all a dream. Y'all are lying to me.
In the words of the
Alright.
goblins, booyah.
I see. Is there anything to eat?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I made some grilled cheese, and I hand her one of the.
Yeah, you go ahead and take another ration out and go ahead and make up a couple grilled cheese sandwiches. And Vieira scarfs them down. Y'all have never really seen Vieira eat before, but from way
Like
Vieira carries
ravenous.
himself, normally, like, you would expect, like, a fairly, like, delicate eating style.
Nah, she's like Gragnar.
Vieira absolutely scarfs it down and sits there and kind of deflates for a second, almost like they're finally able to relax. So
Snack is gonna hand her a water skin so she can drink something.
And she takes it and she knocks back.
Make sure it's
about
not the one with
half
the poison in it.
Okay. No, it's
what?
mine. Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about it.
She like picks up a little.
Is that?
No. Mine is water. His is He's stupid. It's fine.
I actually don't have it. I think it's Serafina. That's why I mentioned it.
The poison. So.
Oh yeah. I think you would know the difference.
And this is really the first time that Vieira has sat down with y'all in a minute. Vieira sat with y'all to eat, but they didn't really sit with y'all, and so y'all are actually taking a long rest right now. Or a short rest at your will.
Whatever gets my exhaustion level back down.
That would be a long rest will remove a level of exhaustion.
Big old nappy nap. Mm-hmm.
Do we want to do a long rest?
Yeah, please,
if that's what y'all need, I'm fine.
I'm pretty
with
sure
doing
this
a half
ability
rest.
I'm currently using is once per long rest. Yep. Last
The
for an
long
hour.
rest
though.
is.
Last for an
So
hour.
y'all can take an 8-hour rest.
I'll watch.
Yeah, Gragnar, your experiment will take at least 8 hours to go ahead dry.
Okay, so I had another idea since I wasted half of it. The idea, like I said, is fucking
Lord.
gross. I'm gonna go get the fucking roach that I
Oh,
shot in the
no.
back. I'm gonna like try and squeeze more out of it like a tube of
Ew!
toothpaste.
Ew! You're gonna. Ew!
I want you to realize that these are basically rad roaches. That's what I do.
I told you it was
These
gonna
are
be
You're
gross.
telling
rad
me.
roaches.
You're gonna go up to this fucking roach, you're gonna give him a big old squeeze hug and make him shit
Oh my
himself.
god.
So Gragnar,
You're gonna pop him like a pimple?
You have seen other kobolds do something similar. You're going to try to replicate it. What they do is they normally lay the dead roach on its back
Mhm.
and then proceed to massage the stomach, the soft side of it, down towards the orifice.
I am so sorry for anyone first coming into this.
And
That
you
is
proceed to do
disgusting.
so, but you're only able to get out probably like a quarter of what you originally started with.
Yep,
Because
then
again,
you-
it shouts itself out fear.
Yep, he's like, yeah, okay, that's good enough. Just throws
Oh.
it.
You can also take this roach and cook it, and it would be good food.
I lost my appetite. I don't think I want to eat something whose excrement we are currently.
Kurtz came in and was like, what the fuck did I walk into? I don't know. I have no fucking idea, Chris.
Gotta squeeze him out like a tube of toothpaste.
Oh,
We're doing alchemy with roach poop. That's what's going on.
we! There ain't no we!
What do you mean we, white man? You do that, and you're able to do that right before you actually get done with get to going to your rest. If you want, you can also take the roach and try to cook it over the regular fire.
Nope, it's covered in poop. I don't want it.
Oh, Lord.
You cast it to the side, and it's still glowing, but it's fading. Its biology is obviously starting to shut down. Whatever's causing it to glow is starting to fade. Time. And you don't see any of the bugs nearby, actually. The fluttering has gone away around the time that the explosion happened and the smell happened, these cave roaches have actually like dispersed from the area. They're nowhere
You
to
don't
be
want
found.
anyone near.
See,
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
told
say,
you
they're-
guys, if you kill the aggressive ones, then the other ones know to leave you the fuck alone. See, it's perfectly
Or-
fine.
They heard a loud fucking noise and bolted.
Nah, I think it was
I
me
just
killing
hope-
the roach.
I just hope the smell doesn't attract something bigger.
What
That's
the
it.
fuck's gonna come running for poop?
You are.
Ragnar has not seen Jurassic Park.
He has not.
Gragnar, you're the one that lives here. I don't know shit about this place.
I mean, I
just
don't
want
think there's anything down
Right.
here that eats fucking poop. The only reason I'm doing this is because someone else mentioned,
Ragnar,
yo, you
the
want
minute
this
you
poop?
say, I don't think that there's something down here that eats fucking poop, you stop for a split second. Okay, there's a couple of things that eat, but they're not really a threat. Like, you stop halfway through saying poop. You're like,
Wait,
poop.
there's a couple of things that eat poop. It's
I
fine
am
though.
going-
They shouldn't bother us.
Serafina, I'm going to punt him. I'm going to punt him like a ball.
I'm on fire, so
Not-
have fun with that.
He just lights himself on fire, self-defense.
You activated my trap
special.
card.
I am not afraid to take a little bit of burning just to punt your ass into a pile of poop.
No, Viera.
And Vieira looks at them and looks
Giant
at
Hydra dung
Yes.
beetle.
You.
Oh
Sorry.
no! Don't give him ideas.
She wants to be.
Giant Hydra dung beetle.
Oh my god, that sounds awful.
That was
Hey.
a recommendation by Kudu.
Serafina is gonna look to Viera and say, "So, are you feeling all right?"
Vieira looks at you and goes, I'm feeling about as good as the one whose man is now being tortured.
Great.
So bad.
So honestly, another
What?
Another what? You cut out.
another Tuesday.
Oh. Oh, okay.
This isn't the
Oh.
first time he's been captured, though. This is the biggest scenario he's been in.
So, once we get out, wait, I'm trying to remember. What was our
What
our plan?
So the goal was to get to Gragnar's home in order to try to get as far away as possible while being safe underground. Once you are far enough away, you plan on getting out from underneath the ground, trying to get a plan
Okay.
together to save Vaughn, and or going ahead and trying to figure out what to do about the Kingdom United trying to hunt you all down.
I think we were going to my kingdom at one point, but I don't remember what that reason
You had
was.
said you might be able to go to your kingdom and get some help because you wanted to go to the kingdom because you wanted to figure out why your father's name was marked out in the
That's
Inquisitor's
right.
book.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
The green fancy
So-
book we got.
Do what?
The green fancy book we got. That I
Which
Yeah.
Ragnar has.
Yep,
The
I
green
have
fancy
literally
book.
everything, including the
So-
Dragonstone key.
Do you think Vaughn can handle himself while we wait?
They burnt down an entire city trying to capture you, and Vaughn got captured instead. We don't really have a choice but to do what we can at our own pace. But he would be probably in excruciating pain. If he is not dead yet, there's a good chance they're using magic to keep him alive long enough to torture him to get information.
Make an insight check to see if she's like actually pissed at us or like
Yeah, you can do an insight check.
I don't need an inside check to know that a woman is scorned.
well, I four and be like, well, all right, cool. No,
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 4.
Damn.
You sit there, you cannot read Vieira.
I'm
Vieira
gonna-
has always been sassy with y'all, but you can't really tell if it's extra sass or regular sass or if Vieira's just fucking tired.
I'm
I was
gonna
gonna
do an
say
insight
something.
check too. Hang on.
I was gonna say
Okay.
something, but I
Yeah,
feel like
no,
this is not the
that's-
place.
So hold up. Before you tell me what that is, you can either roll yourself or give Serafina an advantage on the roll.
I will
shit.
gladly give her advantage.
Damn. How bad was that roll?
Oh,
Yeah.
so let me just say, I get a negative to my insight by
Oh
1,
no.
and I got a 2. So I'm gonna roll to no, not roll. I'm gonna help Serafina, so give you advantage. Roll again, Serafina. Roll again.
I got an 8.
She's real
You can
hard to
all the
read.
more clearly look at Vieira and not have a damn clue.
So
You
Yeah.
know what? You know what? Nah.
You-
I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this the way Snack would do it. Are you pissed at us?
Vieira looks at you, Snack, and goes, "No. I am pissed at the situation. I am pissed that within the past month, this is no less than the 6th time he's been kidnapped.
Oh.
I am pissed that this time he is kidnapped by inquisitors who will keep him alive in order to torture him over and over again and have access to resurrection, which means they could kill him all they want and bring him back. I
Wait,
am
they
not
have
angry at you.
What?
Resurrection spells,
That's
bringing the dead back to life.
That is
nice to
intense
know.
magic.
That sounds pretty shitty.
A light.
Imagine being killed by an inquisitor over and over and over again. And sometimes they like to do that up front so that they make sure you understand their business.
She's going to. Serafina's going to kind of get closer to Vieira and be like, how do they do it?
What, the resurrection or the torture?
The resurrection.
Scrolls sometimes, other times inquisitors are high enough level casters that they can go ahead and do it themselves. In that case, you're even more screwed because that means they have more tools to fuck with you.
So it's a learned thing, the resurrection.
Sometimes, other times, there are sorcerers who have the ability to use resurrection spells, but they are it's a very high level spell. But
you know,
the Kingdom United, it has such resources that something like resurrecting a dead inmate to get information is nothing new.
what if the person has been dead for some time?
You would need true resurrection.
Very correct. And she looks over at Snack, kind of half smiling. That's very true. You need true resurrection, which I believe gives you the ability to resurrect someone within the past 200 years.
That's a long
Yep.
fucking time.
How does that come to be? Is it
Magic.
a learned thing? Is it an
depends.
item that
It depends. There are items, there are scrolls with true resurrection. Very rare, very expensive. There are items of true resurrection. There are spells. Any sorcerer who is high enough, any wizard, any warlock, any mage, or anything along those lines, who studies and or comes into attunement with their abilities, can gain the ability to resurrect. But it is something that takes a long time. Or a small fortune, and by small I mean kings have given up kingdoms for resurrection scroll. True resurrection, that is.
So, say one of us got a really good look at one of the guys that took Vaughn. Would you happen to know any information about them?
What did you see?
There was this one guy that had like glowing golden eyes. I think he had blonde hair, and he was particularly seen pretty mad that I could cast. So he was kind of there.
their
Via-
eyes?
Yeah, he had like golden eyes. I have it in my
Vieira-
notes. So I was double checking.
Immediately sinks. How old did they look? And if you were, I don't know if you took notes, but they looked
I
to
took
be
notes
almost
on
a
like
teenager.
I will relay that information.
Okay. And she sinks down even further. Fuck.
So, not good.
They're a high-level sorcerer who's been with the kingdom for well over 100 years. They're one of the highest-level inquisitors that exist. And they have gone through many, many surgeries and mutilations to their body in order to enhance their magical capabilities.
They sound lovely.
They are one of the top 5 inquisitors in the Kingdom United, having direct command underneath only the kings.
Oh, I have fuck, where is it? I have a seeker's letter
Seeker's letter.
from that one seeker that we took.
Mm-hmm.
Could that do anything for us?
Do you remember what the Seeker's letter said?
No, I think it was something to do with the king, or
Are you talking about the... Oh, wait, that's you. Never mind. I was talking about stuff.
So, if I remember correctly, it was something along the lines that it was giving them permission to... it was a direct letter from the king to work with that royal family, with that family that of nobles, and that the Seekers were to investigate investigate that family while also working for them, but also that they had the ability to, that Seekers have the ability in general to arrest anyone they deem a heretic or a danger to the kingdom, even when they are not on kingdoms, like on the kingdom's land.
He's gonna hand the letter to Vienna and be like, I don't know if this could help, but
It would help if you wanted to impersonate a Seeker.
Oh. How would one do that?
Glowing blue eyes, a shitty personality, and a way to, and a borderline need to treat anything other than humans and elves like absolute.
I have disguised self.
I have naturally bright blue eyes.
Not what I mean, but yes, you do. On top of that, if you ran into another Seeker, they would immediately know that you weren't a Seeker, so you had to be very, very careful.
What? Well, even with this thing, I'm gonna show her the bracelet that she gave me.
Seekers,
I could practically be under their nose.
Seekers can communicate through telepathic means.
Oh, great.
Ooh, I can do that.
Not
I think they'd know if you would.
Shit, I don't have that. Okay.
Seekers have the ability to communicate not through magical means, but telepathy. It's different.
Maybe we could enchant the thing that Snack gave us to.
How about the big ass ruby?
No, not that. The trinkets we just made.
I was about to say, because Rick carrying around a big ass ruby just to talk, that seems like a hassle.
If you want to impersonate a Seeker, you could. But again, you'd want to do it in a rural place, a place where there are no other Seekers, or Seekers might not be welcome. You could bend people's ear to your own and then go ahead and get out. But you will never be able to trick an actual Seeker.
I'm just trying to find a way that we could use this to our advantage.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this letter is a huge advantage in and of itself. And the fact that it's signed by a High Inquisitor on behalf of the kings, that signature is worth keeping around as well.
We could forge something.
There you go.
Oh, and then there's also the letter that we can use to blackmail people.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, which letter?
We have a letter documenting the illegal slave trade in Tanat, with some nobles attached to it. I didn't write down.
That?
I do. I have literally all of the stuff.
Yeah, Gragnar was able to break into a desk, if you remember.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep, broke into a desk, stole a bunch of shit.
He stole their emergency funds as well as.
I have so much money.
Yeah, Gragnar actually has a lot of money. Like, y'all won't have to worry about food once you go up top at all.
So, we should have a plan before we get out of here.
Um,
Well, what should we do? Where should we go?
uh,
I don't know. I've been above ground for
What
about
is our
a couple of weeks. I don't know where anything is.
so our I guess our main plan right now is to find and save Vaughn.
That would be nice, yes.
That would be nice, but also seems currently with our things we have at our disposal seems a little impossible.
What we need to do is we need to get to a safe place. And then we need to come up with a plan from there.
I mean, we're kind of in a safe space
I was gonna
right
say,
now.
like, we're in a safe place right now. That's what we're trying to do.
I don't know where Vaughn is. So we'd have to figure out where Vaughn was first.
Okay, so then we go to Ashengard.
It's as good as
See
place
if we
as
can
any.
get information there. Can I roll to see if I might know anyone that might be able to help us?
Yes.
What do I roll for that?
That would be I would say history. Roll your history. See if you can remember someone. Because it'd be your
12.
person. Okay, that's enough. You remember when you were on the run in Drakengard, there was a particular bar that you used to hang out at. And it was a bar that dealt with more seedy information, and it's actually how you met your partner. He would essentially bring in venison and things like that to sell the bar under the table because it was illegal to hunt in certain areas, which meant it was hard to get certain food.
Okay.
And this bar was a shady bar to begin with, and he was a hunter. So, you actually know that there's a bar, a fairly seedy bar, with several individuals you've used to talk to and get jobs from in order to pay bills and try to survive, that might have information on a prisoner of war. They might know where the prisoner of wars are held, and they might be able to go ahead and even give you some information on how to get there.
Okay.
As well as if they don't know, it's a network.
Wait, do I know that or?
You know that you might have you have a network of individuals at this bar who might be able to give you information or investigate while you're there.
Okay. Um, she's gonna look to Viera again. So there's a bar that I used to go to in Ashengard that might help us.
Ashengard is a place that has very close ties to the Kingdom United, so it's as good as any place. I have nothing else to lean on, and as if almost comedically leans back on the floor.
I'm gonna pick up my cloak that I had lent to Vieta, and I'm just gonna fold it up and put it away in the satchel. Snack's gonna get quiet and just kind of sit aside for a moment.
Viera gets quiet as well, and starts just listening to the water drip. You can actually hear water dripping all around you, just like you can in the audio. One thing to be said is it sounds like the water is dripping into water as well as onto stone. You feel like you're getting fairly close to an area that is either there's water running by, probably above you, that's leaking through, or you're getting close to an area that's closer to the surface. Gragnar, that is more for you since you're the one who understands the caves.
Ta-da!
Now, as you all begin to rest, you each take watch. Who's taking first watch?
I will.
Okay, I need you to roll a... You can either use her passive perception or make a roll, and because you're looking out, it can't be lower than your passive.
Okay. Then I will make a roll. That is a 16.
Wait,
Oh,
would we be able to forge a letter from the king saying to release Vaughn?
You might be able to, and it wouldn't be from the king, it would be from the highest seeker.
Or yeah.
The highest seeker that's notated there has a full name, which is odd because every time you've heard of a seeker, they're referred to either by numbers, by letters, or a code name. But the high seekers apparently have their own full names. And the high seeker here, give me a second, I'll look up their name real quick. Because I had it notated.
High
Yay.
Seeker Heinrich.
Oh, that's not it. I need the other page. The other Google Doc page.
Google page.
The other kind of special salt.
Mm-hmm.
The other red meat.
I'm gonna write salt in my inventory so I don't forget that I have that.
Salt cube, yeah.
Salt lick.
Alright, and it is High Seeker Roblin Deck Brock. That's Broke.
Oh, wait, hold on. High Seeker.
Roblen space DEC space BROKE, and the last name is pronounced Brock.
DED's nuts.
Okay.
what a dumb name. What a stupid name.
I would have to roast
You know
them.
what? I wait for the day y'all say that to the High Seeker's face.
And
Oh,
that's the
the
signature
thing
that
is-
we.
Absolutely
the
would.
thing is, I
That's
can
the
see
signature that
Gragnar
we have right
doing
now.
What's going on?
That's the signature that we have right now.
That's the signature that you have. If you want, you can try to practice forging it and comparing it to just a check, because I don't think you have a forging
I do
skill.
not, but I do want to practice.
Does Vera
Okay, so-
have forging documents? Because we
Unless
do you-
Gragnar
do you
knows how to
ask that?
forge.
Huh?
Do you ask that?
Yeah. Do
You
you know
Vera
how to
looks at
forge
you.
documents, Vera?
Vieira almost sheepishly looks away. I might.
He's gonna shove the letter to Viera.
Vieira.
We should forge a letter to get Vaughn out.
Vieira stops for a second, looks at it, and goes ahead and goes, "All right, well, while I have the signature here, I'll need a sample of the handwriting then."
Isn't it all on the letter?
So Vieira holds it up and points to the R, which is uppercase, the D and the B, which are all uppercase, and then points to the uppercase R that's written on the letter, and uppercase D and uppercase B, and goes, "This is written by two different people. If you go ahead and look here," and she starts breaking it down on like a scientific level that you hadn't yet thought about, and proceeds to point out how this was written by an assistant and then signed by the seeker.
So you can't forge it?
I could forge it claiming to be the assistant, but Vaughn is a war. An assistant wouldn't be writing that. That would have to be something directly from the High Seer.
Well, then why don't we go see the High Seeker and kick his ass?
And Vieira looks at you a bit confused. For a while, you had sounded like the smartest person. And Vieira is realizing that that may have been an exception to the rule. So you're going to walk up to somebody who, say, could touch you and kill you instantly with a spell and say, "Do what we want or we'll beat you up."
Kick him in the nuts. That
Yes.
might do the job.
I hate to be the person in this moment to try to play it safe, because I do love Vaughn and I want Vaughn to be alive. But we have to be alive to save him. You do realize that.
I'm fully aware.
Okay.
But from what I've been listening to, we've been talking in circles. We can do this. We can't do this. We shouldn't do this. We should do this. We should go here. No, we should go here. This would be the best course of action. From what I'm hearing is we're getting a bunch of information with nothing to fucking do. So we all need to make either a decision or kick someone's ass. And right now, I'm in favor of kicking someone's ass because that is the easiest, simplest thing. If I die in the process, at least I made up my mind.
He has a point.
Couldn't you like forge his like stuff from his signature, or do you need more than that?
I would need more than just a signature.
Wait, Gragnar, hand me those the book.
Book.
The book with all the names and shit in it.
Yep, give you a book.
What about this?
And she takes it, and she looks over it, and she goes, "Oh, right. Inquisitor Eye." And she almost looks both tired and annoyed. Like, it's very obvious she's met this person. And she is not amused in the least. I haven't seen or heard anything about Eye in 2-3 years. And last I heard is that he was being corrected on some things that he had done. Even Inquisitors aren't immune to making dumb decisions, apparently.
So maybe he got his corrections and is being rewarded for good behavior by getting a higher station or whatever the fuck that shit's called. I don't know.
I
Honest-
feel like they would be notified of that.
Would they?
Honestly?
He seems pretty mysterious, if you ask me.
Honestly, knowing he probably ended up chained up somewhere, tortured for about a week, and then was demoted, sent back to do his job, promoted, and then proceeds to rinse and repeat. He had to run
Would
in
you
with
be
some
able to copy his handwriting and then have the other dude sign it?
and proceeds to flip through? I could do that. This will definitely let
Oh,
me do that.
thank God! Finally, we can do something.
I mean,
That's
we were
mainly
going to
why I
go-
handed her the thing.
We're going to need paper, official paper, and proceeds to rip out the back end of a page of the book,
So just rip out that.
and then proceeds to write up something really quickly. Looks at it, goes, throws it into the fire, writes up something really quickly, goes, throws it into the fire. And they kind of sit there during y'all's entire long rest working on something. And when your long rest ends, okay, so who's taking the next watch?
Me. Gragnar.
Snack is going to immediately fall asleep.
Okay. So Snack falls asleep while Vera is sitting there. Vera has slept for almost a day straight. So they're pretty good to go. They take some time to rest towards the end. But Gragnar, I need you to roll perception.
Green die. Please roll better than the purple one.
Tell him no!
Nat 20, baby. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
I mean, yay!
You are paying so
No
much
chaos
attention
today.
right now. You're paying so much attention,
Super
and not a bumfuck
hyper-focused.
thing is ever happening. You have been like keeping your ear out. You're drying this poop, and you're just like your eyes are watering despite this because the poop smells like shit.
I will be right back when you use the restroom real quick.
You like
Okay.
leaned over the fire for a split second and got a whiff of it. And you're like, so like now you're wide awake because that stank has woke you up.
I'm
And
woke.
so you sit there the entire night and like nothing happens. You finish your 4-hour shift. Vieira at some point had laid down to take a nap. And when the shift ends, you go ahead and kind of nudge everyone to wake up. Who do you nudge first?
Snack.
You wake up Snack. Snack, you're woken up by Gragnar.
Oh, what?
Shift's over.
Oh. Okay, cool. Is it my shift? What are we doing, huh?
Is it daytime?
I don't know.
Is it time to get up?
No, you know about 8 hours has gone by, so that's more than enough time for everybody to rest.
Oh yeah, it's time to get up.
Oh, okay. Just start with that, and she's gonna sit up. Okay. And I'm gonna look over at everybody else. Are they still sleeping?
Woke you up first, cause yep,
I appreciate that.
You're welcome. I don't want to wake Vera up because she seems like she has a lot going on, and I don't want to get stabbed.
You know what? That's fair. I'll wake her up.
You get stabbed. No. Don't roll. Don't go past. Go. Don't click $200.
You get
just
stabbed.
a dagger to the knee. All right. You wake up Vieira, and Vieira kind of sits up and goes, "Okay, yeah, all right." And they've kind of fallen asleep with the paper scattered around them. You see that they've basically been practicing the handwriting the entire night.
Okay, back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. So Vieira gets woken up. You see that Vieira has essentially, until the last few hours, been practicing the handwriting the entire night. And while at first there were things that didn't quite look right, you don't know why, but it didn't quite look right. Towards the end of the stack, you're you can't tell the difference between the two styles of writing.
Damn, son.
Perfect.
Yeah, and with that, you can now wake up Seraphina.
Okay. I walk over to Seraphina and I kind of nudge her. Hey, time to wake up. We gotta
Wakey,
go
eggs
meet
and
a
bakey.
whole clan of Gragnars.
We're not all named
I'm
Gragnar.
ready.
Yeah, I'm
It's
not
just
sure I'm
my
ready.
specific brood has a naming convention.
Wait, what?
So they are actually all called Gragnar?
No, I'm Gragnar. We have my uncle Cragnar. We got my cousin Gregnar.
Gregnar, huh?
And Steve Nar and Kevin Nar.
How did you know?
And then there's just Nar.
We call him Narnar, actually.
Nar.
He's the oldest. I mean, dirt.
That should be the elder.
Hey, DM, quick pause real quick. I was checking stream. We're both running unstable connections. I checked our internet speed and it is not good.
Not the
Oh,
vibe.
Twitch doing that thing again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it looks like Twitch is probably prioritizing larger streams. That does happen from time to time, so we'll be getting the
Yeah, it still says I'm
stick end.
fairly okay, so that's annoying.
Is your bit rate going yellow or green?
Yeah, it's been changing colors all day.
I know.
Oh yeah,
changes.
then yeah,
Thing
it's
is-
prioritizing larger streams.
Another
Which is
thing is
annoying.
that we
I
also
got green.
okay. Another thing is that we're also sharing a line. Technically, we split it, but we're sharing a line for the internet.
But still, it shouldn't be affecting it this badly.
Yeah. What we'll do is we'll wrap it up in the next 20 or so minutes, because essentially all y'all do is y'all travel now. You start
Yeah.
leaving the area that is where the bugs are, and you start coming into more dark areas.
Yeah.
Gragnar, you hear scuttling. I need you to. You're more adept to the caves. I need you to roll a perception check.
That's not very good. I am not proficient in that either. Oof. 11.
Okay. You can tell that something or someone is scuttling and following you all, but you're not sure as to who or what. Do you let the others know in any way?
I guess I'll... Wait, I probably shouldn't say that out loud. Okay.
Say what, Gragnar?
Something is following us. I'm pretty sure it's one of the like the kobolds that like guard the edge, but I'm also not sure because I can't fucking see them.
Can I listen out to see if I recognize either the footsteps or the scuttering?
Yes, go ahead and use your go ahead and roll perception.
I would announce myself, but I get...
non-nat 20.
God damn.
You do recognize that the steps seem to be short but quick steps that very much resemble Gragnar's like style of walking.
Okay.
But there seems to not be one, not be two, not be three, but about 6 or 7 of them very quietly following you all around. And you look into the distance, and for a split second, you see the glimmer of someone's eye as they move behind a stone.
And I'm gonna stop.
I could announce myself. The only
Ragnar.
problem I'm having with that, I don't think I was supposed to leave, but
Gragnar, there's like 6 or 7 of them.
It never came up. It doesn't just come up and sit in conversation, be like, oh, hey, guys, I just left home, and apparently I wasn't supposed to leave, and I'm supposed to be some dragon's son or something. I don't fucking know.
And as Gragnar is
distracted,
going on and on about that,
guys,
there is this shuffle as a black shadow moves behind Gragnar, and... Yes, you weren't supposed to leave, nor were you supposed to come back, dimwit. And it slaps him on the head as a black kobold slaps him on the head with a club of like a club, and it's like a soft thunk. Gragnar, it is your grandfather who helped you get out.
Well, there was a situation, and this is the fastest way without getting obliterated.
Shut up! You were supposed to leave and come back a dragon.
I mean, I can light myself on fire and breathe fire now. I'm getting there.
No! Shut up!
Fuck!
You were supposed to come back a dragon. So what if you could set yourself on fire? Any kobold can set themselves on fire with bug shit. By the way, you smell horrible.
Yeah, you can thank Ragnar for that.
Yep.
I don't want to hear it from you, topsiders. He was supposed to come back a dragon, not dragging you. And he looks very annoyed, and he's got like a little tuft of feathers on his...
Okay.
Idiot. Disgrace to the ancestors. You're the chosen one.
Well, I bet you didn't have any dreams from the ancestors.
And he takes it and he runs it up in between your legs right into your gonads.
Oh my god.
Constitution save, dumbass.
Excuse me, sir. I understand you're having a moment here. But if I'm being 100% honest, when I found him, he had eaten all of his rations and was standing in the middle of nowhere, walking in circles.
So he looks at Gragnar, who has just barely saved himself from having his huevos cracked open. You ate all of your rations.
How the fuck was I supposed to know I was gonna get more food?
We gave you 20 days worth of rations!
Yeah, and what if it took me 26 days to get there? Then I'd starve to death.
And you can tell he's holding it almost like a baseball bat, like he's ready. He's ready to just whack it again. You ungrateful dumbass! We spent so much time trying to make sure you were safe. We spent so much time to make sure that you was okay, that you could get out, you would come back a hero, a dragon, and save us from the dipshit, yellow-tailed bumfucks that live down below us. But no! You come back with an orc, good taste by the way, and this human! What the fuck?
It's a process, and I'm working on it. It's not like I was gonna come back.
Woo! And he sees Viera, and he hides behind Gragnar. You brought a drow here?
She's friendly. It's fine. She only.
There's no such thing as a friendly drow. They
Well,
start
that's
to
right.
tell you before they go ahead and dig you in leather, hang you by your tail, and call you sweet cheeks.
I mean, okay. Put it this way. The
We
town
can
we
just
were.
call you Sweet Cheeks.
If she wanted us dead, she would have just left us in the town that was blowing up. So.
You blew up a town?
Consultation.
Do I need to
If
roll
it's
deception?
Oh Lord.
Yeah, go ahead and roll deception, and he kind of looks, he's like, that is kind of dragon-like.
Snack's gonna touch your shoulder, Seraphina. It's like I don't think you're gonna get through.
Yeah.
13. God damn, this dice
He
is
barely
fucking me.
believes you. He's known you long enough. He's like, you're half lying, but I don't care right now. and the grandfather taps his club on the ground, and all of a sudden, 7 other kobolds come out from the shadows.
I counted it.
A mixture of brown, orange, red, and gray kobolds.
How long have you guys been following us?
Since the bugs got blown up.
I didn't do that.
See, I told you.
And that's the smallest of them. He seems to be the runt of the litter. He's literally the gray one that's like, he's like 2 feet tall tops.
Look, I told him to leave it be. I shooed it away.
I mean, I wanted to make the powder, and I made the powder. It should be fine.
Yeah, but when we asked you to pick up the poop, you said you didn't want to put poop inside of your jar,
and
and then we
thought
walked
about
away,
it,
and then suddenly
and
you want poop in your
And
jar.
then I thought about it, and it was a kind of a good idea, because it's flammable.
Look.
Sarah,
Oh God.
Sarah,
We can... There's a cave nearby where we can stop, eat. You can discuss all this in your free time. Let's go, I guess.
if it's any
Gragnar.
consultation, we were literally just wanting to pass through.
Yeah, we're not stopping. We're just, like, passing through back to the surface.
Oh, so you weren't going to stop by and say hi to your grandfather? That's what you said. Thump. Ungrateful bastard! Gragnar and the small gray one. Yeah. Make sure no one else knows we're here. Sure. I'll make sure that no one heard the explosion that we heard literally miles away. And he proceeds to just kind of walk behind a stone and disappear.
They're all so cute.
Also,
No.
I'm pretty sure half of them look malnourished on top of that.
Oh yeah, no, they're all fairly thin. They're all fairly thin. They're all much thinner than Greg.
So family reunion?
Sort of.
It is not something to celebrate. Come, Snacknar. Yes. Get the snacks. Yes.
Snacknar.
We were running out of creativity at that moment.
Do you have a drinknar too?
Yes. He makes
Oh.
the brew.
What about Narnar?
You will have respect when you say our great grandfather's name. Narnar started our clan.
I just
Oh.
heard Gragnar speak of him. I was only curious.
Yeah, he didn't say anything nice.
He didn't say anything nice.
You motherfucker!
Thump. And he whacks you in the butt right underneath your tail. Get to your cave right now. And he points to the cave that he's been walking on towards.
Specifically because she hates it, I'm gonna use message. Fuck you.
Get your ass in that cave right now, boy.
Zach's just gonna smile.
Oh my god.
So tell me, which one of you is his mate?
Oh no.
I'm gonna let you take
No.
this. Nick.
Oh, whoa, hang on now.
I told him the only reason he should come back is if he has in fact become the dragon or found a bride to produce one. And obviously he wouldn't come back empty-handed. And he looks at Gragnar, and it's like the little eyes that glow in anime when they're like the parent is like ready to take you out.
I've been told to
There
go
are-
to the cave, so I'm ignoring this conversation.
Would he be in less trouble if we were one of his quote-unquote mates?
The way you say that makes me want to thunk him again.
I
Well,
want nothing to do with
Are
this.
you or are you not getting that cobalt dog?
No, I am not.
What about you?
No.
The drow? And he looks very confused and worried. And Vienna just shakes
She's
her head.
taken.
Thank you. Excuse me a second. Well, he goes in. If y'all could wait out here.
Sure.
I'm gonna hide.
You go to hide, and you hear him drop his club, and you hear him pick up what sounds like a fabric. And if you know the sound,
Oh.
Oh, no!
oh, Gragnar!
Yep, I'm hiding. 110% hiding.
Why the hell are you not in here right now, boy? And with that, we're gonna cut away to the screams of Gragnar being dragged out from underneath a table.
Oh.
Oh, I had a better idea, so I didn't get found. I'm gonna cast
What are you
Reduce on myself.
You do what?
I'm gonna cast Reduce on myself so I can be even smaller.
Oh my lord.
So he can't
Okay,
find me.
hold on. Let me roll his percent. Because he walks in as you're doing it.
Whoop. Do I need to roll a stealth check?
Yeah, roll a stealth check with advantage.
Absolutely. I can just see him like swatting around with the belt like it's a fly on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
21.
Ooh, you just barely.
Yes.
You just barely. He got a 19.
Oh,
He rolled a 15. His good stats are his perception. And his
my good
wisdom.
stats are hiding.
So I wonder why his grandpa seems to be the type of person whoop your ass every time you breathe wrong. He proceeds to look for you, and he can't find you. He's like, "Boys gotta come home sometime. Ladies, please come in."
I don't know if I want to.
Honestly, if you're looking for him, just sniff him out. He still smells like shit.
Ah! And he closes his eyes and he takes a deep whiff. We're gonna roll that one more time.
Oh no, is it still an advantage?
Disadvantage because you smell like absolute shite.
You said disadvantage,
God.
right?
Dude, Snack is having so much fun with this.
Thank fuck you said advantage. Pseudo 20.
No. Grandpa gets advantage.
Oh.
Because you smell like shit.
Yeah,
What was
you
your
smell like
first
shit.
roll?
Fuck, 7.
He sniffs you out and he kind of coughs because it's so potent. He coughs because it's so potent, and he looks over, and you're like,
No,
You're like-
touch me alive!
and he takes it, and he takes a rock, he wraps it in the fabric, and he whips it like a slingshot. What is your AC?
14.
You need the chipmunk voice on you right now.
14.
That is a 14 on the dot.
Sure.
plus 4. He freaking slingshots a rock at you, and it nails you right in the back of the head as you're
Shield.
like.
Oh my god.
Plus 5.
Oh, you gonna use your spells on me, boy? You ain't learned yet what that Grandpa can do. And Grandpa proceeds to look at you. magic missile.
Oh shit!
Fires
Snack
magic
little
missile.
dog! Snack little dog!
So 1, 2, 3.
So, meanwhile, Serafina and Snack are standing outside, and you just hear.
That is 11 magic damage.
Holy shit!
And he aims straight for the back of your head.
Doesn't shield block it, I think? Since
Shield
it's-
blocks 1 attack. And the last shot goes to your ass.
Oh god. I give. I don't even drop freaking reduce.
He shows up and he starts lighting your ass up, and that's how we're gonna end it.
Oh
That's
You
my
gonna run
god.
away from me, and you gonna use spells, boy!
I love him.
Yeah, I did too.
I risk our entire clan's life to get you out of here to try to give you a better chance of something. You come back here without a wife, without a child. I want great grandkids.
Well, kids are gross.
And here's the thing: you surrounded yourself with pretty attractive female species, and yet you still dumbass.
I mean, I have my smart moments.
Shut up! I ain't done ranting. Backhand you left or right.
Oh my
I'm
god.
I
sure.
want you to
I'm
know
sure he's
that
fine.
this hurts me more than it hurts you.
Yeah, sure it does. You're not the one getting beat.
We'll cut it there. Gragnar is essentially getting a butt whooping for coming home late from work without anything to show for it.
Yep, and then Gragnar's a smart ass, so he's still gonna keep talking.
I could just picture like the Patrick. So this is the thanks I get for working overtime.
You have officially arrived at the outskirts of the Cobalt City.
Yay.
Yay!
Dear
All right.
God.
How you like your grandpa?
Oh my goodness, he's a dick. I love him.
Now we know where Gragnar got it from.
He did actually get your ass. I had to think about it. I'm like, what kind of household, when you have like no one else you're talking to? Because that's the thing, Gragnar didn't grow up talking to a lot of people.
Nope.
What kind of household did you come into? And also, what kind of person can handle Gragnar? I'll let you know, he's only like a level 2 wizard because all he knows is like the little bit of magic he studied trying to learn to take care of you. So he's a dedicated parental figure, but he's also just tired of your shit.
So a genius.
Yep, because Gragnar's mouthy and definitely gets his ass in trouble constantly.
He's great. I love him.
Yeah.